Welcome to my updated guide on my lightning rod ball lightning cast and shock build. I've now reached endgame. Only done 3 maps so far, but I thought I could go into more detail about my gear and how we get the stats and everything. Starting off with the skills, we got lightning rod with scattershot, lightning infusion, and primal armament. You could go into lightning penetration here and maybe increase shock chance. This is what I'm running right now. I'll have to do some more testing before I can decide what feels best. Then we have a casted ball lightning with arc and tempo for the cast speed. The acceleration, so the orbs move slower, so they can proc our rods more. And then I'm running a lightning exposure to get some more lightning damage on enemies. Then voltaic mark. Currently I run innervate just to get some extra damage while clearing packs. It's really not necessary. And then coursing torrent to shock more enemies in bigger packs. Then the cast on shock is currently running another ball lightning. Then we have energy retention to be able to proc the balls more often, and then increase energy gained to proc the balls even more. Then I'm running electrocuting arrow, and I'm just using this for bosses. If you use this on a target, you will be able to stun them. I'm running maim and increased duration. Maim is really not necessary. I just have it to have something here. Increased duration for longer stuns, and it also gives you a longer time to be able to stun the boss. Then I have a blasphemy setup, running conductivity and magnifying effect for a larger area. I don't know if I really want to run this because I was doing a close range build, but I might switch it up. We'll see. Then I want to run Herald of Thunder and Wind Dance as well, but I'm strapped on Spirit. I'm considering changing Cast on Shock into Cast on Crit, because then you could spam Lightning Rod, and the initial hit of the Lightning Rod would spawn a Lightning Ball, and that means you don't have to self-cast any Ball Lightnings, because currently the only reason we're casting Ball Lightning is to get the electrocute chain reactions start going. But if we can skip that step, I think the build would be a lot smoother. So let's get into capping attributes. I know a lot of people have been struggling because this build requires 119 intelligence, and then a lot of dex as well if you want to use high level dexterity gems and items, such as this bow that has a 174 dex requirement. To be able to achieve this cap, I'm running attributes on a lot of my gear pieces. So on the head you can see I got dexterity and intelligence. Also have intelligence and dex on the amulet, on the ring, and then I have intelligence on the other ring and some dexterity on my chest. Except for running a lot of attributes on your gear, you can also get more attribute points in the skill tree. So you can see that some of my nodes are dexterity and some of them are intelligence, and you can always go and respec your points to change them. So if you need more dexterity, for example, you could change this to dexterity instead of intelligence. And while progressing my gear, I've been swapping these around a lot to adapt for my new pieces. Let's get into the skill tree. I'm mainly gonna be looking at the Ascendancy points, as I'm gonna be linking the rest of the tree down below. So for Ascendancies, I only have 2 right now, so I'm currently running Point Blank, which I'm considering changing because the monsters are doing a lot of damage now, and I usually don't want to be close range to them, but it worked well while leveling together with the conductivity. Then we're running Endless Munition, which is great because it's adding an extra projectile to Lightning Rod and Ball Lightning, which makes them both just like proc a lot more. For the next Ascendancy, I'm gonna go into Gathering Winds, get Tailwinds, to be able to get more attack speed, movement speed, and damage reduction. For the rest of the gear, I'm just gonna hover them for a while so you can see them. Some of the pieces aren't great at all. I'm mostly focusing on capping my resistances and getting my attribute points up, so there's a lot of room for improvement. I'll post a link in the description for a written guide as well, where you will be able to see all the gear pieces and my skill tree. The build is really straightforward. You use your lightning rod and then you cast your ball lightning on it, and that's gonna electrocute and cast even more ball lightnings. And when you get like an electrocute chain going, you can keep on spamming lightning rod and never cast ball lightning, and there's just gonna be spawning a bunch of ball lightnings on your enemy. For bosses, the only different thing I do is that I use electrocuting arrow to be able to stun them. So I prep them like this, then I press my electrocuting arrow, and then I start hitting them, and they usually get stunned instantly, and you can kill them in one stun. Thank you for watching. I'll be posting another video when I get later into the end game, and I'll leave some gameplay footage for the build.
Ein Ausschussmann. Ja. Ja. Too weak. Storm point. Yeah.
Four.
So be it.
I can't give up. I must save my people.
You know why we're here! It happened! It cannot be stopped!
No, I will succeed. The destruction of Axolotl will be repaid 1,000-fold.
Parts arrow.
Unexpected, but non-critical.